I'm here with,
Mackenzie Abel.
and we will be talking about the state run for the girls basketball team. So coming into the season, did you think you were going to have as successful as a season as you did?
So I was coming in as a freshman, and so like Courtney Wise and Bailey Hartman and Justice, they were huge aspects of the team, and we knew we were going to be pretty good that season, but I don't think we ever had the standpoint of, oh, we're going to make it to state. You know, after we started getting that run, we thought, you know, we could make it far.
Yep. Okay, so who would you consider to be the team captain?
Honestly, Justice. Justice Cantu really got us to, you know, go far. And if you were at the semi-state game, she was unstoppable that game. And she was that leader on the court. She was the point guard. She ran the court, and you know, when I got into the game as a freshman, she would help us out, and she would just guide the floor.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the year looking back at it now?
It is one of my favorite basketball memories that I ever had. From you know, the practices that we did and the games that led up to it. It was the best energy that we had. It brought out the community, as you can see, better than we ever could, and it's by far one of my favorites.
Do you remember how many seniors were on that team?
So there was Kelsey Zimmers, Courtney Wise, Bailey Hartman. Let's see, I think that might have been. Yeah, those four right up top. Cora Kearns, Bailey Hartman, Courtney Wise, and Kelsey Zimmers. They were big seniors. And then Justice, she was the lone junior on the starting five.
How can you describe the energy through the year?
It was awesome. Every game that we came to, people were coming to watch us. Once they knew that we were going to be good, and it felt like, you know, there wasn't an empty seat, and the community was coming out. People were traveling to come watch us play. We were the only girls team that made it to state, and Coach Black obviously did a great job of, you know, getting it out there to everybody.
And did you see a change of the energy throughout the year?
Oh yeah. At the beginning, it's just people came to watch us, but then after, you know, our records started to get up and the records were being changed and things like that, people started to come, people started to watch. That our cheer block was crazy. I don't ever remember a bigger cheer block with our student section until that year, and it was awesome. And then it was great too, because like me as a freshman, they supported the freshmen all the way up to the seniors, and it was awesome.
I do remember from the student section was crazy. I got to be in it during the semi-state game. It was insane. Connor Kearns leading it, he's screaming the whole time.
Yeah, they did such an awesome job, because their energy brought our energy onto the court.
And did you have a favorite game?
Favorite game? I would say probably semi-state was our favorite game, because we were the underdogs coming in, and nobody thought that we would win that game. And, you know, going into triple overtime and things like that, it was so awesome. It was so unreal, because people were coming up to you, and after the game that you went in and played, and they're like, "You're going to state," and you're like, "Holy crap, yeah, we are. We're going to state." It was cool.
I would have to agree. Semi-state was definitely my favorite game. They were called the Twin Towers you guys played against. Man, they were huge. They were good too. Like, you guys just played amazing.
Yes, it was awesome. Those two girls, and I think they both went off to go play D1 ball. And it was an incredible game.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
I'm here with.
Justice Cantu.
Coming into the season, did you think you were going to have as successful of a season as you did?
As successful, probably not, but we were a very confident group. We were scared of nothing, and we were scared of no one. Cora Kearns, before the season started, tweeted that the only way we weren't making it to state is if the bus crashes. And so when we did get to state, that tweet kind of blew up. So I want to say, yes, we did, but it was all confidence. It was all, us saying we're making it. So yeah.
So who would you consider the team captain to be?
I mean, truthfully, we were all captains in some way. We all led something. We all stepped up when we needed to step up. Did we have one specific captain? I would say no. I mean, I was the point guard, so obviously the point guard has a different role than other people where, you know, I kind of lead the floor, but when I wasn't doing too well, Cora or Kelsey or Bailey or Courtney were never hesitated to step up, and when, you know, I needed to step, I did. I honestly think we had 5 captains on the floor at all times.
What are your thoughts on the year looking back at it now?
I have nothing but pride and love for it. I know that we had a heartbreaking loss in state, but it happens. So I look back and I enjoy the memories. I enjoy the time that I spent with my teammates who were like my family at the time. And yeah, nothing but pride and love.
How can you describe the energy through the year?
I think that it was just pure excitement. Everyone kind of had our back throughout the town, throughout the school. When us girls would go and eat breakfast at the local diner, we would have people pay for our breakfast because they were just so proud of us and so excited for us. I think that the energy throughout the school and out throughout the community helped us get to where we were too. So it was awesome.
And did you see it change the further you got into the year?
Oh, absolutely. As we got more and more successful, we got more and more excited, more and more people excited. I mean, by state, we had the whole city shut down. Businesses were shut down. They had movies playing, or the game playing everywhere in the diners and at the school. I mean, it was nothing but support and excitement.
And now, do you have a favorite game?
Yeah, I think my favorite game would be the semi-state game. I mean, sure, it was really fun playing it was called Banker's Life at the time. It was fun playing where the Pacers play, but, you know, seeing my face on the big screen and all that was fun. But I think that at semi-state when we were playing at Logansport, it was a smaller gym, so everything was so much louder. The amount of people there supporting us was just astronomical. We went to double overtime, so it was just, again, you can't forget it. You know, it was fun.
And that was a great game. I was there. And I will say, Miss Cantu had a great game, that game against the Twin Towers.
It was fun. Those girls actually went D1, and, you know, Courtney and Bailey did well against them, and I would say a once-in-a-lifetime game.
I'm here with
Coach Black.
I have some few questions about your 2017 state run. Coming to the season, did you think you were going to have as successful of a season you did?
Well, the season before that, we won the sectional and we went to the regional. We won our first game of the regional and we were in the regional finals, and we had a 15-point lead, and we did not win that game. Kind of fell between our fingertips, I guess, towards the end. So we knew coming back that the girls had a hunger. We had most of the players back from that team, and we knew that they were going to be able to, they'd been at that level, they knew that experience. So the expectation was for them to get to the state championship that year.
From a coach's standpoint, what were your thoughts going to state?
As a coach, it just felt really surreal. It was definitely a blessing. There are some people who coach their entire lives and never even have the opportunity to win a sectional or a county or a conference championship, and to be able to experience going to the state championship was, for me as a coach, just a surreal experience, and it just brought a lot of joy to my heart to think that the players, the girls, the athletes got to experience that as a team.
Who would you consider the team captain was?
Well, we had quite a few seniors that year. Courtney Wise, Bailey Hartman, Cora Kearns, and Kelsey Simmers were seniors, but we also had some juniors that were pretty bit impactful in that run. Justice Cantu and Ellie Kearns. I would say that on any given night that any of those players would step up and be a leader. It really just depended on the game. I saw leadership qualities in each and every one of them, and you know, sometimes would take one to calm the rest of the team down. The next night it would be someone else. So I think having leaders, people who knew what it took to win, and the accountability to each other was a huge difference in that team.
What are your thoughts on looking back at it, like now?
It still seems kind of surreal. It's always something that we will have and that we'll be able to cherish and have as a memory. And it was really cool to see the community come together and the amount of support that we had from community members and even communities outside of Union City, and the people that showed up to the state game. It was just a really neat experience to be able to have, and it was a way for the girls to leave their mark on Union City.
How can you describe the energy through the year, and then how is the energy like through sectional play?
You know, it was the energy was high really throughout the entire year. Basketball is a really long season, and around Christmas time it gets to be kind of a grind. And I didn't feel that with that group. I felt like they were in it for the long haul, and they made the comment, you know, nobody wants the season to end. We don't want to stop playing, and I think that was big because they knew that to be successful, you had to put in another extra month's work to be able to get to the state championship.
Now, which game was your favorite, if you have one?
Mm-hmm. Well, they were all pretty good. During that season, we had a lot of close games, which I think helped us prepare for the game that we would play in the semi-state, which went to double overtime. I remember we fouled Marquette Catholic. They were ranked number 1 in the state, and we were ranked number 8 at the time, and we fouled them, and there was really no time left on the clock, and the girl that was going to the free throw line to shoot was a sophomore, and her and her twin sister went and played D1 basketball, and she shot 83% from the free throw line, and she actually ended up missing both free throws, which sent the game into additional minutes, and actually it was a double overtime game, and I was 8 months pregnant at the time, so it was pretty, that was a pretty memorable game for sure.
Thank you for your time.
Yep, thank you.